Don't blame me if I break you.
The fact that we could see people from the past who died come back as a Historia is pretty awesome. What is going on, my fairy fans? This chapter of Fairy Tail was pretty awesome. I like the fact how they brought a lot of people back from the dead. And it's actually people that make you think that, oh man, why are they back again? But then there are some people who came back from the dead that really got them to their heart. Now, what is Historia? It's pretty much revealed inside here that Historia is pretty much a magic that Neoheart has, that he could pretty much look inside your heart and see what is the most despair you felt from a person, or a big loss, or someone that you fought in your past. He could bring that person come back to life with his magic. And it's pretty much, it's like an illusion, but not really illusion. It's like a creation type of magic where he brings it back and they have the same personality and everything, but they do what he tells them until he decides to make them disappear. They disappear. So that's what pretty much his story really is. And now when Kagura saw her older brother, Simon, it was actually pretty intense, because Simon saw Kagura. He's like surprised, saying, what the hell is that, Kagura? And he was about to tell her something. He's like, Kagura, you have... And then from there, he couldn't say anything because he disappeared. That's what Neoheart does. He pretty much brings up people from your past to show your pain, which is really jerk move of him. And then here I thought it was just Urza and those people who had this part, but no, it was actually everyone on the Fairy Tail experienced the same thing. But one thing we saw for Urza was that 2 people from her past, 3 people actually came from her past, came back to life. And those people were the girl from the Tower of Heaven who fought Urza. I think her name was Ikaru, something like that. She returned back again to fight Urza, so that was pretty awesome. Then we had Azuma, who comes back to fight Urza, and on top of that, we got Kyoka, who comes to fight Urza. So pretty much 3 people that Urza fought in her past that pretty much she still has memory of them, because those people gave them her despair, or she had actually a good fight with them, comes back to life, and now we see Urza struggling just to fight those 3. And the reason she's struggling is because right now she can't concentrate in the battle. She's too much focused on what happened with everyone else, what's happening to Kagura and Jalal. Now, speaking of Kagura and Jalal, man, when Jalal tried to save Kagura because she was about to rush attack Neoheart, he stopped her, saying, no, don't. And then that's when Neoheart pretty much slammed her right to the ground. They fell right in the bottom of the ocean. Now, right here, you can see in Kagura's eyes and face, she's like saying, she managed to get up, but Jalal was stuck in a chain in the ocean, and he couldn't move. And if she left him there, he would have died, and that was her plan. She's like saying that, man, this guy killed my brother. You could see in her eyes that anger and that vengeance that she wants to kill Jalal back. Although it's been said inside the Grand Magic Tournament that it wasn't Jalal that killed her brother, but instead she still holds Jalal as a grudge, because he is still the source. He was the body that killed Simon. So therefore, she was thinking that maybe I should let him die. Now, if Kagura didn't actually let him die, then I'll sing her did, man, Kagura, you're gonna have to answer to Urza for what you did, and therefore she will literally deck you for leaving Jalal there. After all, that is Urza's love. But then Kagura decided to save Jalal, and then we see Kagura performing CPR on Jalal. It looked like she's kissing him, but that was actually her performing CPR. And when I saw that, I was like saying, yeah, that's very awkward for Kagura, because she really hated Jalal throughout the whole entire Grand Magic Turn game. She wanted to kill Jalal, but then when she had to leave Jalal alone because he's not responsible, she still has a grudge against him. Just like now we saw she wants to kill him, but she said, I'll save his life. But now we see her putting mouth to Jalal, so it's really awkward for Kagura. And if Urza saw that, talk about how angry she would have got, especially with Kagura. Although she is trying to save Jalal's life, still it is mouth to mouth. So that was really awkward moment right there for Kagura, while Jalal's pretty much knocked out cold. Now, one thing I really like about here was Gray and Leon. They're fighting, and their Historia came out, and that was She comes and says, it's time for me to teach you guys some lessons. So that's actually a very big attack right there to both of them, because throughout the entire fairy tale, both Gray and Leon really misses and they pretty much blamed themselves for what happened with Especially Gray, he's the main reason why had to die. So it really haunted those two, but then when they finally put their emotions aside, we see her coming back to life again. And then one thing was funny for Lox is I thought that someone else might come for him, but instead, the person that comes to talk to Lox who wants to fight him, his Historia, is no one other than Hades. He comes and says that, so you're Yuri's boy. It's really, and you can see Lox's face. The face he had was like, the hell? Is this some sick joke? Get lost. He had no interest in it, but at the same time, it's like weird because everyone that you see in the past come to you. One thing that was really epic right here was Wendy's part. When Wendy saw Eels come back, she tells Shelly to stand back. She tells Shelly to stand back as she transforms to her dragon force, and it's a rematch again between Wendy and Eels. The first time when Wendy fought Eels, she pretty much managed to kick his butt. But now the second round, let's see what happens. Everyone's Historia is pretty much coming out, and that's where the chapter ends right there, with Kagura giving CPR to Jalal. So let's see what happens next chapter. Next chapter, most likely, Earth's going to find a way to break that curse and to fight Neoheart one-on-one, since right now Jalal's out of the commission and Kagura's trying to save him, and everyone else is finding their on Historia. It's up to Urza to save the day, just like how she did inside 10 Island arc against Azuma. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting chapter. I rate this chapter a 9 out of 10. I think it could have done better, but you know what? I cannot complain because I have a feeling the next chapter might be better. Now, it's up to the people. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What was your reaction when you saw Kagura giving CPR to Jalal, aka putting mouth to him? What was your guys' reaction when you saw Ur come back to fight Leon and Gray? Like, for a second there, I think out of all the Historia there, Ur is the one that really got to me. I'm like saying, damn, man, that's Ur right there. Yo, Lee. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Urza fighting her 3 Historia, but she's not really putting her mind to it because right now she's distracted? If there's anything you guys like with this review I have to talk about, please drop me a like. That would be amazing. If you enjoy my guide by subscribing, please do so. I'll really appreciate it. I'm Goku T23. Have an insane day, my fairy fans.